going.
Elliot, what does he have to do with stage 2?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I could have just dropped him off at the door. You didn't have to.
I couldn't just leave him. I need to be. It was him. But it wasn't me. Mobley, Trenton, or Romero. When I was 5, our parents took us to Coney Island. It was my dad's idea of an all-person family outing.
What are you doing? Making a high-powered antenna? Need to piggyback off someone else's Wi-Fi.
I remember looking up at this roller coaster thinking it was the highest thing I'd ever seen. Of course, I wasn't tall enough to go on it, so my dad went with Elliot, and I had to wait with my mom. I don't remember exactly what happened next, but somehow I got lost. You know, most kids get scared shitless when they're alone, but I wasn't. I loved it. All of a sudden, I felt someone would grab me around the waist and pick me up. There was this old woman. She was skinny and tall. She had this smeared, almost pink lipstick. She held on to me tight. I thought about screaming, but I didn't. I didn't want to. We went to Nathan's, and she said that I could have whatever I wanted. My parents never asked me what I wanted. Ever. It was the first time I ever really felt special. We started driving to her house, and I definitely remember thinking that something wasn't right, but I just looked at her and her lipstick and let it happen. And then we got to her house, and she showed me my room. And it had one of those beds with the curtains around it. And I did feel like a princess. I remember thinking that this is my new home and my new life, and I didn't have to see my parents ever again. It's like a wish I had that all of a sudden came true. And I went to sleep just hoping that this wasn't all a dream and I wasn't just going to wake up in my old bed. And sure enough, the next morning I was still there. But then the police barged in. And when they took me downstairs, there were cops everywhere. I didn't even get to see the woman again. And then they put me in their car and took me home. I still wonder what my life would have been like if I had stayed. But if I had stayed, then I wouldn't have Elliot.
There are a lot of guys working on this. None of them could figure it out before.
For impersonating an NYPD officer, all cell carriers have a law enforcement hotline. Instead of hacking the carrier, if the situation's urgent enough, you can just ask them to track a block call for you.
Is it done?
Not yet. Need a few minutes for the spoof fax to go through. It needs to propagate through their system. No one in the world uses fax anymore except cops.
Half of me wants it to be him. Half of me doesn't. Before working for the Wellets, I had a list of clients, all of them eccentric in one form or another. I worked for this one guy. He used to masturbate in the car. He used to have me drop him off at Carnegie Hall. He was pushchair violinist.
God. Now he wants to have a heart-to-heart. Focusing on you helps drown him out. Like talking to someone in a crowded restaurant. All the other voices and noises fade into the background. Somehow your brain is able to decode the components of that complex auditory space. Can you feel it? Good. That gives us time to talk. Is Mr. Robot MIA because he's afraid? Afraid of what I might find when I'm done with this hack? Why did that phone call freak him out? Could he have lied about Toto? What's his move here? Do you remember the last thing he wanted? He kept wanting to come back home, remember? There must be something here that he needs. He's been bringing it up since we left prison. Faxed over an exigent form for a suicidal person. Can you confirm that you received it? Yeah, I got a guy called his girlfriend's cell saying he's gonna shoot himself. Yeah, all of them came in blocked. Perfect. Can you see if it's one of yours? Can you ping that phone for a current location? You've been a huge help. I'll call you if there's something else.